Hello electro heads. Today I have 5 electric mountain bikes to show you. Now they range from £1,600 to £2,900, which is quite a dynamic range of products on the market. And I'm going to show you this range so you can see what you can get for your money. Now I've got some challenges lined up and I'm going to put them head to head so we can do a time trial and you can see exactly how they perform. By the end of this video, you'll get an idea of what twice your budget will get you and whether that is double the value or not. So let's get out there on the trail and try these amazing bikes out. So this here is the Cyrusher XF800. It's the little brother to the XF900, which has larger front suspension and a larger frame, which gives it a larger rear suspension setup as well. This has still got 750 watts of power and a 48 volt 13 amp hour battery, and it will get you on some pretty heavy terrain. But it's not quite in the same class as the other ones, as the rest are hardtail bikes, and they're probably a little bit lighter. So if you want to go a bit deeper into the bush and pretty much get over any terrain you look at, this is the bike for you. So we're going to test these bikes out on the Olympic mountain bike trail over there and do a little benchmark to see how quick they can get around. This has got pretty heavy componentry, so let's see what it can do. So we're here at the Stratford Olympic mountain bike trail and we found a little route which we're going to use to test each of these bikes. So it has rained in the last few days, so it's a little slippy, but I've got the XF800 with its fat tires to start me off, so let's see how quick we can do it. Cole, you want to count us in?
Yeah, you ready?
Yep.
All right, so 3, 2, 1, go. I picked it a little bit late, but it was 45 seconds.
45. Cool. So right over there is a really steep, scary hill, which I'd never manage on any of my mountain bikes, but here's the bench test for today. Let's see if this XF800 can do it. Woo! Well, one leg off, but I made it up thanks to that 750 watt motor. Let's see if the other ones can do it. The Cyrusher XF800 is a bicycle that challenges the definition of a bicycle and is almost a scrambler with its double suspension system and high-powered Bafang 750 watt rear hub motor running on a twist throttle. The XF800 has 4-inch fat tires, which are incredible on ungroomed terrain, but do take away the bike's ability to carve smoothly on tarmac roads. There also isn't a deep tread on these tires, so I've had 2-inch off-road tires grip better on gravel. The XF800 has a removable 48 volt 13 amp hour battery, which should get you up to 50 miles of range. One of the best things about the Cyrusher is the 2-year warranty which is offered, which most companies only offer 1 year. The XF800 cost £1,899, which is a remarkable amount of value for the money, as you would be spending an extra £300 compared to some of the other bikes in this review. But you're getting higher voltage, higher battery capacity, a bigger motor, double suspension, hydraulic disc brakes, and fat tires for that £300. Pretty good. Next up, we've got the Ampere X-Trail. Being at the cheaper the range, you expect less than you would from the Specialized in the XF800. So let's give it a little test and see what we think of it. Okay, back to the time trial challenge, and let's see what the Ampere X-Trail can do without rear suspension, less power, and skinny wheels. Are you ready?
So 3, 2, 1, go. That is bang on the same pretty much. This was like 45, 46 seconds roughly.
It's a lot more nimble than the XF800 with thinner tires, but a lot more tread. So there's more confidence off-road. The handling's a lot better. I think that's due to the geometry and the tire width. A lot less power, so let's have a go at that hill test and see if it can handle it. Now, this bike has a rear 250 watt hub motor and no throttle. So I don't think it's gonna get up this hill, but I'm gonna try and hopefully not hurt myself. Nah, that's me. Halfway's not bad though. I'll go up and ride down it. I mean, that was not nearly as exciting as the XF800, but I got down it, not up it, which is kind of what mountain bikes are for anyway, so yeah. The Ampere X-Trail has a 250 watt rear hub motor with the option for either a 10 amp hour or a 14 amp hour battery, which should get you 40 to 55 miles of range. The wheels are strong 27.5 inch double-walled rims with 36 spokes, paired with the Kenda puncture resistant tires, which will last longer than most. Also, the handlebars are nice and wide, giving you more off-road capabilities. The Ampere is the cheapest bunch today at £1,599. All right, next up we have the Tiger Shark. Now this bike is designed in the UK and comes in at £1,650. It's quite similar to the Ampere X-Trail because it's got front suspension, a rear hub motor, and the same size tires on the front and rear. It does have front and rear derailleur with 3-speed and 8-speed. So it's going to handle hill climbs a lot better than the other bikes, despite it not having as powerful of a rear motor. I do like to see Kenda tires with double-walled rims, so these wheels look quite nice. So the big test is taking it around this trail and seeing how it handles these corners. All right, moment of truth for the Tiger Shark. Let's see what it's got.
And 3, 2, 1, go.
Whoa!
They're all bang on the same, 46 seconds.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think like 1 second is going to mean a big difference in performance because they do feel very different. One of the advantages against the Ampere is this is a little bit lighter and it does have kind of a more hybrid tread for like mountain bike and gravel, which is a bit scarier around here, but would be a better all-terrain tire, I mean an all-rounder tire. It did feel nimble, but I almost lost it around one of those corners. Let's have a go on the hill test with it. There's a chance I might get up there. Oh! That's the exact same point as the last one. Well, that was about as successful as the Atlas with a 250 watt rear hub motor. And no throttle. You really can't get up steep things like that, unfortunately. But getting down it, that'll be fun. Let's try that. The Tiger Shark runs a 250 watt 36 volt rear hub motor powered by a rather small 10.4 amp hour battery with Samsung cells. This combo will get you 30 to 50 miles of riding depending on your style. The bike comes in two options, 27.5 inch wheels and 29 inch wheels for bigger riders and heavier terrain. This one is the 27.5 inch version. The bike uses a 24 speed Shimano Altus gear set. It is nice to have this much gear range when you're off-road. Now this one's a bit special. This is the ESKUTE Netuno PRO. And it's the Pro because it has the Bafang mid-drive M410 motor integrated into the frame. Now, before we head up on the trail, I would like to mention that this bike is really attractive to me for the frame and the geometry of the frame and that mid-drive motor, which you're gonna really love because it has torque sensing as well, so it can sense how hard you're pushing and respond to that, which is miles above a motor that just senses that your legs are moving and gives you a set amount of power. These are big bonuses. But to even that out, they've given you some pretty cheap Zoom mechanical disc brakes, which are terrible, barely stopping me there.
Few moments later.
So when you ride a bike with Euro setup brakes, which is left and right are flipped, and you forget, it's really dangerous. Just, if you're gonna ship it to the UK, flip it over, please, please. The wheels aren't of a known brand. They're one of those names with loads of thousands in it, which I'd rather some Kenda or some Shimano componentry, if you know what I mean. But the handlebar is nice and wide, and the grips are much better than the Tiger Shark. So in terms of comfort, it does score a lot more points. So let's get it up on the trail and see how it performs. All right, let's do the time trial for the ESKUTE Netuno PRO with the mid-drive motor, with the brakes the wrong way around. So I don't know how I'm going to do it.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Whoa, right, what was that?
So I saw you struggled a little bit. Had you not, I think you would have beaten your time.
Yeah.
But it's 49 seconds.
Yeah.
Because by the time you were over there, you were in a much better position than the other.
Yeah, I mean, it's got way better acceleration than any of the other bikes because it's mid-drive. Haven't tried the Specialized yet. I have to relearn to ride brakes the other way around. You see, I almost hit that tree. Just cannot retrain 20 years of braking like that. Yeah, but apart from that, it was really good. Really nimble. Add some hydraulic brakes on there, sort it right out, because that mid-drive motor is incredible. And is limited to 15 miles an hour, but will take you about 40 with good legs added if you unlimited it, which you shouldn't do legally. So let's take it over to the hill climb. Interested to see how a mid-drive goes on that hill climb. I reckon it's going to fly up there. Well, I'm definitely higher than the other bikes. For 250 watts, well, it is 750 watts, but it's limited. But I got higher up than the other 250 watt rear hub motor bikes. If I had a throttle, I would have been up there, definitely, because I could take my foot off and sort of help kick it up a bit and then get back on, like I did with the XF800. But let's see what it can do around the rest of the trails here. The ESKUTE Netuno PRO comes in at £1,599 and is equipped with Bafang's newest motor, the M410 mid-drive motor, which is integrated into the frame and has a top speed of 15.5 miles an hour, and uses torque and speed sensors to regulate the motor power. The battery is a 522 watt-hour pack with a claimed range of 80 miles. Mid-drives are more efficient, so it might be possible. This bike weighs in at 27.5 kilograms. This could be down to the weight of the mid-drive and the clunky alloy frame. The wheels are 27.5-inch Kenda off-road tread, and the brakes are simply not very good. They are mechanical brakes and they barely stop the bike. These would need to be changed out for at least some Tero hydraulic disc brakes if you bought this as a matter of safety. Okay, so this bike puts a real smile on my face because this is the Specialized Tero. Specialized, if you don't know the brand Specialized, have been making competition level bikes for about 40 years. They are one of the best bike brands in the world. So no wonder this bike costs £2,900, but £2,900 gives you a proper value for your money there. Why is it value for your money? Because just to start, look at the paint job on that. It is incredibly schmick. Then you've got an incredibly well-designed Shimano mid-drive motor, which is giving me smooth power instantaneously. Then you look at the handlebars, like just the handling alone, it's better than any bike I've ridden today, possibly better than any bike I've ever ridden. It is so lovely. And there isn't a single place here where I can see a cheap component. You've got beautiful Shimano hydraulic brakes here. You've got a lovely, well-designed display, which is just the perfect size to not be too big. It's color as well. And then your control for the thumb is just 4 really neat little controls here. The suspension's lovely. You can upgrade this thing. Like, it's not just a mountain bike. Technically, it's a hardtail mountain bike, but they sell it with the option to add like a child seat. You can add a rear rack. You can even put a proper through axle in it and tow a trailer. So it's not only a mountain bike, it's a proper utility bike. You can ride this all day for work, then take it out on the weekend and have a lot of fun. So I've bigged it up a lot, but is that extra 1,500 quid gonna get you more seconds around the track? I think I'll enjoy it more, but yeah, let's have a go. There's something quite special about this moment. The sun's setting, we're on an Olympic mountain bike trail, on an Olympic grade hardtail electric mountain bike. Now, all I need is for this to give me less than 45 seconds around the track, and it'll explain to you why £2,900 is the price.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. I think I may have paused it like half a second early, but it's 39.
Oh wow, fair amount quicker on a small trail.
On a small trail, 5 seconds, dude, that is
It's huge.
that's a lot.
It feels so different to the other bikes. Like, I can really get into each corner, so much more confidence. Yeah, whew. But still out of breath, you know, e-bikes still take it out of you. Let's now try that hill climb test. So, as you saw, the XF800 got up there thanks to its throttle and its 750 watt motor, but the rest of the bikes didn't. So, this has got no throttle, but I think it's got equivalent amount of torque in it, and I really hope it will get up here. Ready?
Yep, let's do it.
Oh, that was so close. It's the second highest bike with no throttle. Whew. The Specialized Turbo Tero 3.0 runs a mid-drive 250 watt motor with 50 Newton meters of torque. It's fitted with a torque sensor and is custom tuned and delivers instantaneous large amounts of power. Each component on this bike is amazing, including the Shimano hydraulic brakes, comfortable seat, high-end Shimano drivetrain, and quality wheels and tires. Specialized have decades of experience building some of the best bicycles the world has seen. You can really trust in the design of this bike. The geometry of the bike is so well crafted that you can feel that in every turn. Even the paint job is worth a mention. The screen and power control are set up very slick. There's also a Bluetooth app which can give you extended stats and control over the bike. The bike is a beautiful application of World Championship mountain bike design, turned into a bike that is ready to be used every day for towing trailers, carrying kids, or commuting in urban environments. That's all the 5 bikes we've got for you today. Me and Cole are absolutely exhausted. I think we've given them all a pretty good run. You know, coming into this review of these 5 bikes, I've come out with a lot more knowledge about what good quality componentry can do for your ride experience, because it all comes together into that feel of the ride, which ends up shaving seconds off the time trials we did. And this Specialized Tero 3.0 bike is incredible. It really feels like the Rolls-Royce of electric mountain bikes. And that is because each component is well thought out, is high quality, and with some of the other bikes, they fell short in certain areas where the componentry wasn't quite up to scratch. And that shows in the experience and adds seconds to the time trial, as you can see. My favorites from today, I'm a big fan of this bike, obviously. I mean, it is the most expensive bike. The XF800 is super powerful, double suspension, so much fun with that throttle. Choosing between the two, I'd definitely go for this because it does give me that sort of pedigree electric mountain bike feel, and riding something with a Specialized brand on it is a high level of prestige in your riding experience. I was a big fan of the Bafang M410 mid-drive on the ESKUTE Netuno PRO. I just hope that they'll upgrade some of the other components on there, and then that bike would be almost as good as this. But thanks for watching, and I hope this gave you a good idea of what you get for your money when you want to spend 3 grand or 1,500 quid. You know where you're going to be going with that money. So don't forget to like and subscribe and check out the Electro Heads Marketplace. Take care, and I'll see you next time.